Today I'm sharing what I bought during the Sephora sale, and I've already been trying many of these products out and have some early thoughts to share with you. I have some try-on clips to insert throughout the video. Hopefully that will help you decide if any of these products are worth it or not. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's get into it. To review in my next foundation roundup, I had to grab the new Rare Beauty True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. Now, when I looked online, shade 13 Light Neutral - Neutral Peach looked like it was going to be a spot-on match, but when I swatched it on my neck, it was straight up orange. I did same-day delivery for several items in this Sephora haul, and this was one of them. So I went in-store to exchange my shade, and I noticed a lot of the shades looked kind of orangey, peachy, warm. So I ended up getting shade 11 Light Cool - Cool Rose, and it looks neutral. Now, even though this is a natural matte foundation, it's supposed to be non-drying and hydrating all day, and it's supposed to strengthen your skin barrier. It's also supposed to be self-priming and self-setting with breathable medium to full coverage that blurs and smooths your skin while looking like skin. And it's supposed to be sweat, humidity, and smudge proof, which comes in really handy for me here in hot, humid New Orleans. Now, because I wasn't able to go exchange this in store until yesterday, today is my first day testing this foundation out for my foundation roundup. So I've only had this on for about half a day. So quick first impressions, this does have an airy light whip texture, and for a longwear foundation, it blends out quickly and easily, and it applied really nicely to all areas of my skin. My normal areas that can be dry around the perimeter of my face, and my shine prone areas in the center of my face. Although I will say I do prefer applying it with a damp sponge, as I do most long wearing foundations. After it was applied, I feel like my skin looked smooth and softly blurred, and I agree that this is buildable from medium to full coverage, and it doesn't look heavy. It looks very, very natural. This is what's on my face today. I always feel like I start to look a little bit shinier, glowier when I'm sitting here in front of my filming lights than I do in real life. So I'm not sure what it looks like on camera or what it will look like as I'm filming this video. I'm going to keep testing it for several more days in different ways, and my full verdict will be in my next foundation roundup. So stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed, be sure you subscribe so you don't miss that next foundation roundup, which includes several different foundations and multi-day wear tests on each, or any of my other videos. And if you do think you're my shade match twin, by the way, I do think this is a nice match for me, shade 11. And I always keep my concealer and shade match lists, which live over in my blog, linked down below in my description box, along with all the products I'm sharing and wearing. And most products which are available on YouTube are also linked through YouTube shopping. I picked up two new under eye concealers to test out. I have a challenging under eye area, dark circles, under eye hollows, dryness, fine lines, texture, all the things. So I'm always looking for new fantastic under eye products. So I have the Tarte Shape Tape Blurring Concealer Stick and Prada Micro Correcting Blurring Concealer. So I got the Tarte stick in light medium sand. This is supposed to be a waterproof hybrid skin loving concealer and foundation stick. I mean, I would say this is pretty tiny for a foundation stick. It's supposed to give a blurring effect, a natural matte finish, and up to 24 hours of crease-proof wear. Now, they say it's buildable from medium to full coverage, but it took me some time to build it up to medium full coverage, and that was even over a corrector. Now, the tip of this stick is shaped like a diamond, and they say the point fits the corner of your eye nicely. That doesn't make sense to me for two reasons. The first is that it's kind of wide. It's a little bit wider than the corners of my eyes anyway. Number two, it's at the bottom of this angle. So in order for that point to get to the corner of your eye, you would have to turn the stick like this. If it was at the top of the angle, yes, that would work perfectly. But as it is, that just doesn't make any sense. So to use it ergonomically with the slant, this wide curved side is what you're placing at the corners. So I just used the warmth of my fingers anyway. It started out pretty well. It has a nice natural skin finish that, you know, looked good for the first hour or two after I set it with powder. But despite having how many 21 skin loving ingredients in it, some hydrating ingredients in it, towards the end of the day, my under eyes started looking really dry and patchy. It was bad. I don't even think I had got any clips of it. I just wanted to get my makeup off at the end of the day because my under eyes looked terrible. And I have the Prada concealer in shade LN3, which is light tone with a neutral undertone. This is supposed to be a very lightweight concealer, which melts into your under eyes and gives a radiant, blurred effect that looks really natural and skin-like. It's skincare infused. It's supposed to do really nice things for fine lines, for smoothing your under eyes, for dark circles, and other things over time. And it's supposed to be long wearing. Ironically, the tip of the doe foot is also diamond shaped, and this is shade LN3 here on the outside. Now this just arrived at my door this morning, so I've had it on for slightly more than half a day at this point. I'm obviously going to keep testing it, but I will say it does have a very lightweight kind of gel texture when I blend it out, and it does blend out very quickly. I blended out one layer over one of my usual correctors, and I was still showing some darkness at the darkest hollowed parts of my under eyes, so I did need to add another dot and blend that out. And I feel like that gave me close to medium full coverage. I did really like the finish, that soft, radiant, blurred finish after it was blended out before I set it with powder. I always need to set my under eyes with some light, sheer, translucent under eye powder because I will crease even if a concealer claims to be creaseless. And I like how it looked after I set it. I mean, you know, this is over midway through the day. Coverage is still here, and I think it looks pretty nice on camera and off. I mean, I'm 50. I'm going to have some crinkles and lines under my eyes. That's just the nature of my under eyes with dryness and texture. I'm going to keep testing this, and I will keep you updated. I think because of my love for the brand overall, I've been asked several times in my comment section if I was going to be trying Sarah Creel's new blush launch. Course. So these are the new Coming in Hot Blurring Pressed Mousse Blushes. I don't know why that was such a tongue twister for me. So these are blush hybrids. They build up really softly and give a true lit from within soft blurred glow. Here you're seeing me apply Satisfaction, which is a warm coral pink. These have the moisture and glide of a cream, but the longevity and soft focus blur of a powder. This is Satisfaction, and what's on my cheeks today is this shade here, which is Loveful, a Warm Rose. And as always, these have really nice ingredients in them too, formulated specifically for women over 40. I have really been enjoying these already. They're super effortless and they look completely natural. I have very sparse eyebrows, so I need to mimic the look of brow hairs as closely as possible versus just shading them in. So I'm always looking for products that do that in the best way possible. So I wanted to try Anastasia Beverly Hills' new Archa Brow Pencil. I grabbed it in soft brown. This is an ultra thin blade tipped brow pencil. It's supposed to deliver hair-like strokes that last up to 12 hours. So I've talked about other micro brow pencils before, and what's different about this one is that the tip is still slim, but it's longer than others. So I thought this would be way quicker to use. So you want to just twist out a tiny bit at a time, and your strokes need to be very light, feather-like strokes. Otherwise the tip can break. Now I find this is not saving me the time that I thought it would, and my strokes aren't as fine as with smaller, shorter pencils. The pencil I was purchasing before this that I didn't repurchase in lieu of getting this pencil was the Benefit Precisely My Brow Detailer, and I can just apply that so quickly and easily and get brow hair like strokes. This one, I feel like my brows just look fuzzy and kind of blocky with it, and I've tried it about 4 times now and I'm just not saving time with it, and I don't feel like my brows look better. So this has not been worth it for me. I may be in the minority here, but that's just my experience with this particular product. Let's talk about the lip combo I have on. Charlotte Tilbury just released these new Pillow Talk long-lasting blush balm sheer lip tints. I picked it up in Pillow Talk, which is a sheer nude pink tint. This is a solid balm with a really comfortable glide to it. This is supposed to be a 3-in-1 sheer lipstick balm and tint for more hydrated, plumper, smoother, softer feeling lips. There is a very, very faint vanilla scent to these. It's very comfortable. It feels nourishing yet lightweight, and even after the color starts to wear away, which does take a while for this type of product, my lips still feel soft and moisturized. I've eaten lunch with this on and my lips still felt soft and good, which I was not expecting. It's great to wear on its own, to throw in your purse, to reapply, or wear over lip liner, which is what I did today. And on the application day, I'm wearing the new shade in the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils, Wherever Walnut Light, which is a cool pinky nude. This is definitely on the coolest side of pink that I can get away with. This warms it up nicely. It takes it to a more neutral pink. This combo is really wearable, really comfortable. This lip liner is creamy with a soft glide. It has nice opacity and it wears well. And I would say this shade is a cooler version of my own lip tone. I definitely like it. I like having a cooler option, and I'm also liking this combo. In one of my Sephora recommendations videos, I can't remember which one, I said I was going to restock my Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink lip pencil. So that's what I did. And if you aren't familiar, they do come with sharpeners, and Smoky Pink is my natural lip shade, maybe a hair deeper. It's such a beautiful pinky nude. It's not too pinky. It goes with most lip colors. Makeup by Mario lip pencil, the formula itself is one of my favorite formulas. It has a nice glide, nice pigmentation. They're great to slightly overline with. They're comfortable, non-drying, and long-lasting. Smoky Pink is one of my favorite lip liner shades of all time. I have repurchased this several times. Because I have so many neutral eyeshadow palettes, I just never tried any of Patrick Ta's. Everyone else was trying them out and I just thought I don't really need that. But after hearing the hype for so long, I decided to see what all the fuss was about. So I picked up the Major Dimension Essential Artistry Edit eyeshadow palette, another long name, in light. And I do have to say, this is a very, very nice eyeshadow palette. The quality is really great. My only complaint with this palette is that the deep shade is not deep enough to line with. I would have taken out one of these two shades and moved one of these two shades up here and then put in a deep chocolate brown to line with. So I do have to use a separate eyeliner with this palette, but it's just great for a neutral, easy eye look. It's what's on my eyes today. Aside from that, the quality of this palette is spot on. It's easy to reach for an entire matte eye look or for individual shades. These aren't dusty, dry shadows. They're creamy and they blend flawlessly every time. It's effortless and it's easy. Because I had such great luck, such great success with the Givenchy Prism Libre highlighter, I thought, you know, let's just try the powder bronzer. And I have to say, this is a beautiful powder bronzer. It's lightweight and effortlessly, flawlessly buildable. It blurs the appearance of your texture in your pores, and it gives the most beautiful, natural sun-kissed glow that looks like your skin. You don't have to tap your brush off to kick off any excess powder before you apply it to your face. It applies quickly with zero patchiness, and you can also use these powders separately on your eyes or to sculpt or for, you know, other areas of your face, and it lasts all day. I'm very, very happy with this purchase. I picked up the new Hourglass Unreal Radiant Glow Liquid Highlighter in Evoke, which is a pale champagne. This is a beautiful highlighter shade. This is in the same type of packaging as their liquid blushes, which I also love. So you want to shake it up before you use it, and then you turn it over to dispense by hitting this button on the bottom. And you dispense it on the back of your hand or a surface of some kind and either apply it with your brush or your finger. This is a non-glittery liquid highlighter that blends out beautifully over makeup. It doesn't disturb what's underneath. It doesn't exaggerate texture or pores. And once you blend it out, it fully dries down and stays put. You could also mix this in with a liquid blush and it gives a really pretty look. If you love the look of a liquid highlighter but don't like that sticky tacky feeling, this is going to give you that look, but it fully sets down. This is the new sunscreen from Ilia, the Sun Serum Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. This arrived at my door after I had already done my skincare, so we're going to look at this together. There are two shades. I grabbed it in light medium, which is for light to medium skin tones. The tint is to mitigate the white cast that mineral sunscreen can give. It's not to give color or a tint to your skin. So this balances your skin with clinically tested 8-hour oil control and up to 24-hour hydration, delivering extended spectrum protection from UVA, UVB, visible and infrared light, and it has a refreshing water burst texture. Okay, I like that it doesn't just drip out. It has a little bit of a gel kind of thickness to it. It's not runny. It does have kind of a lightweight, kind of a gel consistency to it. There's a skincare scent, but it's not a fragrance. Okay, that blended right into my skin. I mean, there's zero white cast there, yet it didn't cover my veins, which it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to cover anything. Yeah, it just has kind of like a lotion scent to it, like an unscented body lotion scent, and it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. And I mean, I haven't even given it the few minutes to sink in like I would before applying my makeup, so I have high hopes for this. I was intrigued by this new eye cream from Innisfree. This is the Green Tea PDRN Bounce Booster Eye and Lip Serum. It's at a nice price, just over $25. I think it may be $26, and it's powered by vegan green tea PDRN, a green tea exosome plus peptide complex, and an encapsulated retinol complex to firm fine lines, support skin elasticity, and to rejuvenate your skin around your eyes. Actually, not just your eyes. You can also use it on your lips and on the smile lines around your mouth. So it has this rounded, slanted applicator that you can use to apply it. I've used that and it's very comfortable. So it has this kind of whipped gel consistency that absorbs really nicely, yet hydrates. I don't really like the taste of it to use it on my lips. That's a personal preference. And obviously, time will tell if this does anything around the eyes. I've used this several days and nights. It works well under makeup. It doesn't pill, but it's nice and lightweight yet hydrating, which I appreciate. It's nice for summertime. I have another product to rave about from Dew. A while back, I was so surprised at how well their under eye patches and eye cream worked for me. They're in my regular rotation, and I used a sample of this a while back and really enjoyed it. Kind of forgot about it because, you know, it was winter, I was using something heavier, but I've been using this again and really enjoying it now that we have warmer weather. So if you have oily, normal, or combination skin, you're looking for something that still gives you the hydration you need, but doesn't make you oily or greasy during the day, you might really like this too. This is Dew Air Angel Peptide Plumping Gel Cream. So they say this is good for people with oily, acne-prone combination skin, sensitive, dehydrated, dull skin, people who live in higher humidity climates and prefer satin finishes. It has really nice ingredients for plump, hydrated skin. It helps hold moisture in your skin, and there are also ingredients in here to firm and smooth your skin, and it leaves my skin feeling nice and hydrated, but it does give it a soft kind of satin matte finish. It doesn't leave it shiny, and it doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. It's fully absorbed into my skin, which is exactly what I want in these hotter months. So if you're looking for something like that, I wanted to share this. It's just been great. I love Nest candles, and I always grab one or more in my Sephora hauls for myself or to give someone, sometimes both, and I'm trying a new scent for the first time. This is the Sunlit Yuzu and Neroli. It smells really good, perfect for spring and summer. Let's see what the back says. It says, lift your spirits and embrace joy with notes of sunlit yuzu, mandarin, and neroli blossom, a happy blend that makes every day a good day. This is a very zesty, happy, uplifting citrus that has some creaminess to it. I think it's going to smell very good when it's lit. It's not your typical kitchen lemon candle. This is really, really beautiful. This would be a great Mother's Day candle. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may order another couple of these. I've banned myself from blind buying any full-size perfumes anymore because I've been burned too many times and I have too many perfumes as it is. I'm trying to purge ones I'm just not wearing that much, ones that aren't my top favorites, but I did want to try a couple that I've been hearing some raves about, and then I got a sampler set. I have tested some of these already and have some very quick thoughts to share with you. So let's go through the ones I've tried really quickly. First, we have Armani Power of You. I almost blind bought this. I thought for sure this was going to be a winner. I definitely pick up on the vanilla, passion fruit, and citrus as I'm wearing this, but there's something in here that develops that starts to not smell good on me. Something that I don't like. Something starts to come off a bit sharp, a bit tart. I don't know. So it turns out this is not for me. So I'm glad I just got a travel size of this. I can pass this on to someone else that it might work for so they can try it. I also got a travel size of Love Shack Fancy Sweetheart. This is a fruity floral that leans on me more fruity. I would say this is bright, sweet, and feminine. I definitely pick up on the peach and soft florals as this develops. It kind of reminds me of fruity shampoo, which is not a bad thing, but this leans more on the younger side. I feel like this is something that my daughter would really like. Sometimes we like the same things, but this is giving younger vibes. It's good, but I think I'm going to give this to Brooke. I think she'll really like it. I also grabbed the Sephora Favorites Perfume Sampler Summer Scents. This one has a voucher in it to redeem a travel size of any one of these scents. So in here, we have Commodity Iced Expressive EDP, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue EDT, which I already know I don't like. That scent has never worked on me. Glossier U Fleur EDP. That's one I've tried. It leaned a little bit masculine on me for my taste and then faded very, very quickly. Jo Malone London Beach Blossom Cologne. I couldn't stop sniffing my wrist when I tried this. It's got a lime mint scent to it that's really creamy. It smells like something I have smelled before and I cannot put my finger on it. I almost want to say it's one of the Cartier perfumes. I need to test it more, but that might be my favorite of the bunch, which I really don't like because I think it's limited edition. Kayali Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar 14 EDP. My first impression of it was that it was just okay on me. I picked up a slightly creamy sugared lemon. Replica Never Ending Summer EDT. That's a fragrance I've been wanting to try, and unfortunately it didn't work for me. It started out as zesty spiced orange and then it turned cloying. Two I haven't tried yet are YSL Lieb Lanou Parfum and Seven Virtues Coconut Sun EDP. So that's my Sephora haul that ended up being a little bit bigger than I planned, but there were some things I wanted to test out for myself and I wanted to test out for you to hopefully help you make better buying decisions. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!